Hi, it's Atoolred. I want to compare different organizations with a terrorist organization and see exactly what we can get out of it. So let's talk about terrorist organizations today. Terrorist organizations are known to have the most loyal employees. They are ready to die for their organization. Why is that? Because trainers are so good. Now let's look at corporates. Is there any person in any organization in the corporate world who's ready to die for the organization? No, you won't find one. But to party, everyone wants to party. How does a terrorist party? He blows himself up in the name of the organization. Whereas at the same time around the world, workers or employees or executives and managers, vice presidents, what are they doing? On Monday, they have Monday blues. By Wednesday, they have midweek crisis. And by Friday, they have a total burnout. Saturday or Sunday, they have a party. And then the next week, the same thing happens. So what does a person in the corporate work for? He works for Saturday and Sunday. He doesn't work for the organization. As compared to the terrorist who blows himself or kills himself, he or she, for the organization. Whatever the laws of the organization may be. So what's so good about terrorists and executives? They're all in the same kind of organization. They're working for some purpose. So what's so good about being in the corporate? The bad is you don't have good trainers in the corporate. How do you know that? You can make out by the quality of life, the quality of the life of everybody in the world, the economic crisis. Everything is so cheaply produced and so expensive to buy. It's getting more and more expensive. There's so many products which I cannot buy today because it's so expensive, of which I'm used to buying over the life period of mine. So what do we need? We need to understand why organizations exist. Organizations don't exist to give employment to people or to do good for society and good for education, whatever. You keep organizations alive to give a message to children that when you grow up, you got to do better than us. You got to be more beautiful than us, more rich, and more perfect than us. It is to create a perfect impression for the children of future all over the world. As you know, kings and queens today, the corporate employees or workers have to take on that role to create an image of perfection. But does the work show perfection? The work does not show any perfection. Everything is so expensive. I don't know why. They're making so many products so expensive. Nobody buys them. They're just talking up. There is no thought behind the action of manufacturers today. So the trainers of the corporate world and the trainers of the terrorist world, or rather organizations, in comparison, I would say terrorist trainers are perfect for the objective they're trying to achieve, and the corporate trainers are totally imperfect because they haven't been able to create that perfect society as yet, perfect organization as yet. So this is exactly what we got to do. We got to invest in training, not only for ourselves or the organization, but for society as a whole. Maybe that's another way to solve the terrorist problem, by developing better trainers and giving better training to organizations in the corporates who can die for the organization, live for the organization, die for the organization, and relive for the organization, just like terrorists are dying for the organization. I hope it is a sound message for all of us. I hope it did help you out. But that's the kind of person I am. If I join an organization, I'm ready to give it everything, even my life. So here's Atoolred, perfect trainer Atoolred, signing out.